Hey, what's up guys? Ezra here, Moto247. Getting these custom tracks busted out this weekend. Got 3 of them done so far, and this will be round 10 here in about an hour and a half, I think, away from round 8, or no, round 7. Then we're off to a St. Louis custom track I built, round 8. Round 9 will be Los Angeles, which is a custom track, and another one here for Salt Lake, and this is a replica of the last round. Pretty close to what was actually out there on here, I think like a foot 20 minutes ago or so. I've been in the zone busting these tracks out here, so get to this here in a second and get going. Okay, sorry about that guys. So here's round 10. This was a few weeks away. Here we still got a couple rounds, but definitely have some time to get used to this. Another track over a minute. Wanted to be a little bit slower, but not too bad. So right here, you gotta soak this little whoop up. Soak it up. Get that double. I couldn't get it that time. It's not that bad, and my bike just bugged out there, so the next time. But we got a dragon's back here, backwards dragon's back. Do a triple on off. Have to soak this one up. Man, I am riding like garbage now. As you can see here in a second, I've done what, 2 laps, and that was like by far the worst. Okay, let's see what I can do now. Okay, soak it up. We got a double here, little tiny double, dragon's back over this single, double it out, then dragon's back here. We got a triple on off. And this one you gotta soak it up. If you try to haul ass to the corner, you're gonna slow yourself down because you most likely are not gonna get that triple. So you gotta soak it up, then kind of seat bounce that on to another tabletop there. Triple, triple, double out. Triple, triple, double, yeah. And fortunately, this is the only version I have of this track. Round 8 and round 9, I have like 5 versions of both of them, like together. I kept on tweaking them and kept on trying to change everything there. So you got a double, then a single whoop section. Wish they had a little bit smaller of a single so it doesn't kick you or throw you up as high, but oh well. Okay, so that's a lap at Salt Lake City here. Do a couple more here. Double, double here. Dragon's back up. Can't really ride the dragon's back though, so it kind of sucks, but oh well. Over the dragon's back, get a triple. On off. And you definitely have to slow down here, then get on the power there. Triple it. You don't have to seat bounce it if you just roll that whoop though. So, but if you jump into the face of it, you're most likely not going to get it. I'm running long gearing, so if you're have short gearing, you might be able to get it. Ooh, almost off track. I'll do the next lap and see what happens. And I don't think you can get this triple unless you somehow rail this corner. You're gonna land like right at the face of it, so it doesn't matter. A nice long whoop section. Here too, you have to kind of roll this one, but not nearly as fast, like, or as slow. Like you can jump at the bottom of the face. Oh, I bogged my bike out there. Okay. Yeah, see, it just throws you in the face because that face of the triple is pretty small here. So you see to go from table to table, I used the 8-foot, whatever, I think it's like the 8-foot table, then I went to the 6-foot. So you don't have to, like a lot of custom tracks I noticed, you really have to seat bounce it because the face off is horrible on all these. which is not the track builder's fault, but it's like, you know, at least use some different tables, so you're not like casing the crap out of the next one, you know, trying to jump onto it. So I went from 8 to 6, so it's not too bad of a transition there. And here's second. So you can get a good view of our track here in Salt Lake City. Can't read your comments on here. Took that off. No, we're not racing this tonight. This is 3 weeks from now. We're at round 7 right now. This is round 10. We're going to be at Orlando SX tonight. That's what it's called on PS4 here on the game. Then round 8, it will be St. Louis SX. There's no dot between St. and Louis on the one we're running. Then round 9 is Los Angeles CA. I'll go ahead and delete my other Los Angeles track. I end up making some adjustments, so it's Los Angeles CA. Then round 10 here will be it's Salt Lake City with a space between each word there. The guys just tuning in, some more laps in here. Pretty much the same as the track they raced on tonight, or not tonight, today technically. Roll this. Triple, triple. You don't even have to do anything in there. You don't have to lean back and try to seat bounce it or anything. They get on from the 8-foot table to the 6, right there. Little tiny double. Triple's not that hard either. A little bit harder than their other ones. Notice they're like really easy to clear there. Double double. Here. Doesn't matter what you do, try to soak this up. Kind of launch it, you're not going to really soak it up too much, at least I can. Be careful so you don't launch it into the berm right there. Like I just did, okay. Yeah, I really wanted to run this soon, but I already, you know, I got St. Louis and Los Angeles built last night. So, we'll have this for round 10. Making some changes to our schedule here. Like I said last night, if you didn't tune into that video, I want to at least give like a week notice before if I change the track or anything, so you guys know what we're doing. Yeah, so that triple's not that hard, but you have to kind of be careful, make sure you're rolling that single and kind of soaking that up. If I were you guys, definitely get some laps down on these tracks. I know, especially online tracks in the leagues that don't announce it till an hour before, everyone's fucking sketchy because they don't know what the hell they're doing. And they're just now learning the track, you know? Kind of like when we first get the game. Obviously, you know, we're used to the physics, but online tracks are, you know, different rhythms and everything. So, get this track down, you know? And, online tracks, it brings out some new winners, it's pretty cool. See some people like the top dogs, you know, kind of have to fight a little bit harder to get the W. Pretty cool. Ooh, shoot. Didn't launch that. Oh, crap. Yeah, definitely want to launch over the Dragon's back. Fortunately, they don't have the same one they did last game. That one was pretty cool. It would never let me add a small one here in this game until today, and still it wouldn't allow me to put it anywhere I wanted, so it was kind of a pain in the ass trying to get it lined up to where they are now. So we're at a couple tracks, like, man, Los Angeles and Salt Lake here are both at like, I think think the other one's 107 as well. So they're pretty much even. Los Angeles is kind of more wide open though. Oh, screw me. Hitting a tough block. But St. Louis here is a low 40 second lap time track, so that one's going to be a good one. Now I have 3 versions on here, so make sure you practice the right one. You know, they're not all different, too much different. But there's one St. Louis SX, yeah. St. Louis SX with a dot in between St. Louis. And the one we're running is St. Louis no dot, and it has SX after, and it's not a replica. I kind of ran out of my creative ideas for a name, and it kind of looked like that dome in St. Louis, so named it St. Louis SX here for that one. And this one is the Salt Lake replica. I was gonna put 2020, but I guess there'd be like a million, you know, the million tracks that they did, it seems like. So I couldn't fit anything else, so I would have put like 17, Salt Lake City 17, but I have enough room to do it. Yeah, somehow I couldn't watch today's race on my TV, so I had the NBC Sports Gold, watched that on my iPad, and built this track for most of the night show. It took me to do it. Pretty cool. Built 3 tracks in the last probably like 15 hours or so. So I'm busting them out for you guys. Man, they're fun. I kind of wish I was racing on these. Obviously, I built them, so it's a good thing I'm probably not racing. But I probably wouldn't be too fast anyways, but having fun on these tracks here. This one I'm really interested to see what you guys are gonna do here, because like I always say, you guys always do different lines that I'm not even expecting you guys to take. So hopefully you can find some more here so it's not one lined. I know St. Louis has it where you can do this wall jump and then triple onto the table, or you can send the wall jump over and double, then double onto the table, and then no joke, it's almost like the same exact time. Like doubling in is a little bit faster, but kind of takes your momentum a little bit away when you go to double onto the table. And if you hit the wall, you have, you know, like a lot of momentum driving, you know, through that triple there. So that's definitely what I'm looking for here. I don't know what you're gonna do here to separate yourselves, doing different lines. Hopefully there's something, you know. Yeah, I'm doing long gearing and I can get that triple, so you guys should have no problem with that at all. Just make sure you soak it up. The one by the hole shot, you don't have to soak it up too much, but you know, it doesn't hurt that much. But if you guys can send it into the face and still get that double, you know, probably the fastest thing to do right there. So like I said, round 10, this would be in 3 weeks away, exactly 3 weeks here. Depends on what time you guys are watching this video. This should be like early July, I think. Yeah, just soak it up a little bit so you're not casing it there. It's crazy, I was gonna move that double up, and then I went to do a couple more laps and I like overshot that thing by a lot. So it's all basically the drive you get to, but soaking that up, you know, you don't have to roll it, but kind of lean over and soak it up, and like this, you don't have to seat bounce it, but just, you know, get your wheels, or keep them on the ground so you're not, you know, losing time there and launching into the face. Here, I don't know what a separator would be, triple, double, but I don't think you can quad anything. Triples are pretty big enough as it is. And I don't think you can triple this. Yeah, and that would be slower probably anyways, triple and single out. Holy crap, you can quad that. Kind of wrecks my idea of, you know, like the real life, like, you know, rhythm I had. Oh crap. With that triple single, but heck, you might be able to save some time there and do the quad. Unless you crash, that shouldn't be a big thing if you screw it up though, for time wise. Let's jump over the dragon's back. Triple here, on off. I don't think you have any other options, unless you launch it all the way over, but that'd be pretty crazy. Get this. Better than I have right there. You definitely have to hit the first one, then get the second. Yeah, you can't quad that unless you have like a cheater bike or something. Almost did a backflip right there. Never did a backflip on this game. Okay, I'll do 2 more laps here on this custom track I just made, Salt Lake City, and I will try to do that quad next time. I put that so far out there from the double, or is that a double single? Maybe a triple. Let me go around and see what that is. I built so many tracks, like I said, in so many different versions. Like technically, it's 6 I uploaded in the last 15 hours or so. So pretty sure that's double single out. Be patient through that section. You don't want to screw yourself trying to, get a good line going in that single, triple. So this would be, oh crap, let's do it. Yeah, so double single, so that would be a triple if you sent it. So one more lap here. Let's see if I can get it. Obviously have to get a really good drive out of that corner. And even like gotta set yourself up after that last double there. Man, I'm pumped for these races. They should be really good. Next couple weeks should be some good ones. Then we're back to a couple more stock tracks, I think. This is round 10 and we're doing 14 total, so we'll figure it out. So yeah, I'm trying to haul in that corner. You just have to slow down, like Ricky said in the broadcast. So like in this final round here, slower is faster sometimes. You can't rush that corner. Just making some dumb mistakes right there, but yeah, definitely have to take your time. But once you get the flow of that, it's not hard at all to get that single, triple, super easy. You have to get a good drive there, better than I did. I'm having so much fun, I didn't even realize up to 15 laps right now. So this is my newest custom track in round 10 of the Moto247 PS4 Championship on Supercross, the game 3. It's called Salt Lake City. I know I made a couple Salt Lake City tracks. Salt Lake-ish is a replica of what the last one was supposed to be this year, but that one really don't care for it too much, as it's supposed to go outside the stadium and do all that good stuff. And I don't know, I wasn't gonna delete it, but definitely not gonna run it in our championship. But that's there, Salt Lake, the 18 replica I made. I think I deleted one of them. I had a couple, but didn't like those too much. But this is the one we're gonna run in our championship. It's Salt Lake City with spaces in between the words there, and it should be a good one here. We're a little bit longer lap times, and I can't wait for it. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, and peace out.